The sun rises a red disk over endless plains. It glimmers on the slow winding river. The reeds whisper gold and green. Stone walls crumble, their shadows stretching long and silent. This is Sumer, the world's first city. A lone figure walks beside the river, his pale robes brushing ancient stones. He passes broken pottery, the scent of barley drifting on the wind. Beneath centuries of dust, a secret waits, locked in forgotten words. The figure kneels, brushing dirt from a buried shape. Fingers tremble as a flat piece of clay emerges, hard and cool. Strange marks, lines, triangles, wedges, pressed with a reed, not a picture, not a prayer. These words hold a recipe. Grains, water, honey, instructions for brewing, written 6,000 years ago. Beer, not bread. The oldest recipe in the world. Simple, practical, profound. This tablet whispers across millennia, a clue to civilization's strange, intoxicating story. Could beer really be older than bread? Older than writing itself? The idea is bold. It challenges what we think we know. For centuries, we believe civilization began with bread, the staff of life. That farming was about feeding hungry mouths, but the tablet hints at a different story. Perhaps wild grains were not first gathered for food, but for drink, for beer, for celebration, for ritual and wonder. The first farmers kneeling in the fields may have sought not just sustenance, but transformation. Fermentation is wild magic. Barley left wet in a bowl, foams, bubbles, changes. The taste is new, sweet, sharp, alive. It warms the body, it alters the mind. Bread fills, beer inspires. If beer came before bread, then the roots of civilization lie not only in hunger, but in curiosity, in the desire to change the world and ourselves. Far from Sumer, in the mountains of ancient Iran, another secret sleeps. At Godin Tepe, archaeologists uncover broken jars, 9,000 years old. Inside, they find chemical traces. Oxalate, a residue left by brewing, the scent of ancient beer trapped in clay. These vessels tell their own story. They predate writing, they predate cities. Their makers were farmers, yes, but also brewers. The barley they grew was not just for porridge or bread, but for drink. Microscopes reveal the truth. Patterns of fermentation etched in time. Biochemical signatures that speak to the scientist, as the cuneiform speaks to the historian. Here is proof. Beer was brewed before the first bricks were laid, before the first laws. This evidence is not isolated. Other sites, too, bear witness. China, Egypt, Turkey. Beer's shadow falls long over the dawn of history. How did it begin? Picture them, our ancestors, hunched by the river. They gather wild barley, soft and golden. They pound it, soak it. The grain ferments by accident or by design. They taste the result, tentative, then amazed. Their eyes widen. Laughter bursts, bright and wild. The drink is strange. It fizzes, it lifts, it changes everything. For the first time, perhaps, they feel the world tilt. Fear slips away. Imagination takes flight. What follows is wonder. The urge to repeat the miracle, to gather more grain, to share the drink, to remember, to record, to pass the secret down. Brewing becomes ritual. Ritual becomes tradition. In this moment, human curiosity meets nature's alchemy. The first beer is not just a beverage, it is the birth of innovation, the beginning of something entirely new. Imagine the scene: a low, smoky hut, barley spread on mats. Women stir wooden bowls, their arms strong, steady. The air is thick with the scent of yeast and grain. Water simmers over the fire, steam rising. Outside, the village gathers. The process is slow, careful. Grains are mashed, soaked, left to ferment. Wild yeasts dance in the air, unseen but essential. The mixture froths, bubbles, transforms. Each batch is different. Some are sweet, others sour. All are alive. Tasting is a ceremony. Cups are passed, lips pressed to clay. Children watch, eyes wide, learning the craft. Stories are told, songs are sung, joy spreads, quiet, deep. The beer binds the people together. This is brewing 6,000 years ago. Not yet science, but already art. An ancient alchemy, a gift handed down through generations. Beer changes everything. It is not just a drink, but a reason to gather. Fields are planted not for bread, but for brewing. Villages grow around the brewery. People come together to share the work, the harvest, the feast. With gathering comes record-keeping. Stones and sticks give way to clay tablets. Writing is born, first to count grain and beer. Temples rise, dedicated to the gods of brewing. Priests oversee the rituals, the sacrifices, the celebrations. Beer becomes money. It is traded, offered, measured. It fuels economies, builds cities. It lies at the heart of religion, of society, of power. Suma's greatness flows as much from its breweries as from its temples. Without beer, perhaps there would be no cities, no writing, no civilization. The world as we know it begins with a sip. The mystery endures. Why did they brew? Was it hunger, thirst, or something deeper? Perhaps it was a search for meaning, for connection to the earth, to each other, to the unknown. Civilization is born not only of need, but of wonder. In every bubbling pot, a question: what else is possible? The Sumerians looked at the world, not with fear, but with excitement. They were experimenters, artists, dreamers. Even now, the past calls to us. The scent of ancient beer, the marks on clay, the echo of laughter by the river. These are the traces of our ancestors, bold and curious. The story of beer is the story of human possibility. To stand in these ruins is to feel the heart of the mystery, the thrill of discovery, the presence of something vast, unfinished. So much has changed. Empires have risen and fallen. Wars have raged, languages have died. Yet beer endures, a silent witness, a living memory. Every glass links us to that first fateful sip. We are heirs to the Sumerians, to the ancient brewers of Godin Tepe. Their curiosity, their courage, their joy flows in our veins. We build, we dream, we gather, just as they did so long ago. The secret of civilization is simple, profound. It is not just survival, but celebration. Not just bread, but beer, the accidental spark that lit the world. As we drink, let us remember. We stand on the edge of history, in awe. The story of beer is our story, the forgotten beginning of everything.